I know people run different things for this. Personally, for me, I run double time, sleight of hand, quick fix, resolute. Some pretty standard stuff. Double time is almost kind of like a must. I don't even know what would be in these. Sleight of hand. Can run EOD. Mountaineer. They actually nerfed Mountaineer, so I wouldn't use that. I mean, you can if you want, but I think you actually take a little bit of fall damage now, so not really sure if that's worth it. Quick fix. I don't really even know what some of these are. Resupply is not bad. It's not terrible. I'd rather not use that. Tracker. I've been seeing a lot of people use tracker. I think it's corny. Personally, that's just me. You already have the UAV on the map, so I think it's kind of just like a wasted. It's kind of just like not worth it. But if you're newer at the game, it may not be bad because I know newer players kind of struggle to look at their mini map. But yeah, let me look at some of these other ones. Payout contract pays out more cash. I don't think that's not worth it at all because you gotta think there's fire sales all the time. Survivor, faster revive speed, reduced health regeneration, reduced. No, that's not worth it. Because I'm gonna be honest, I think quick fix is better overall. So pretty much with how the state of the game is now, everybody's kind of like really sweaty. So quick fix, killing players or inserting plate immediately starts health regeneration. This is huge. I can't tell you how many times I don't even have plates on. You know, when you're fighting that last guy, and that little slither of health is the difference between you winning the gunfight. One thing is the health regeneration does not get triggered while in the gas. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded might not be bad. Undetectable by thermal optics, tactical cameras, and recon drones. I don't think so. I'm good. I think I would much rather use Ghost, which is in the next perk slot. Tempered's not bad. You can use Tempered. I was running Tempered for a bit, but I personally think Quick Fix is better overall. Primed. Now, this used to be really good when the game first came out. I honestly don't think it's that valuable anymore. I honestly think sometimes having ADS weapon sway is a little bit better than using primed because you can sway back and forth. But yeah, Escapist. I've actually heard good things about Escapist. Increased down prone and crouch speed, movement speed increased by 20%. This, I may have to move to this. I'll have to test this out later, but my top 3 or 4: Quick Fix, Tempered, Escapist, and then Tracker if you're new. Okay. On to the next. Flex. No thanks. I don't even know what this is. I just don't think it's very good. Enemy explosives beeping sound. I'm good. Is that what that beeping is in the game? I always hear beeping in the game. I don't know if that's with that perk on or not. Who knows? Let me drink water. I'm talking really fast. Combat Scout. This has actually been all the rise lately. People ping, and I think it marks the enemy, and you can see him like through the walls and shit. Hitting the enemy from farther away increases the mark time. Yeah, so the ping stays on the guy. Resolute, this is one of my favorites. When taking damage from gunfire, grants a short bonus movement speed. So let's say you're getting shot at, you can just like get like, it's like a adrenaline rush essentially. And it's really nice because if you're a movement player, you just go like hypersonic speed and you can get away from situations. I've been running this. Shrouded. I think people have been using Shrouded a lot because there have been a bunch of smoke grenades. Personally, I would not use this. This is just crazy. If you go down a lot, maybe if you're just like the anchor for your team, maybe throw on this and you can just go down every time and throw a smoke and save your teammates smoke grenades. Sure. Ghost isn't bad. There's a lot of UAVs on Resurgence, so definitely worth it. High Alert's good. I was using this for a bit. Personally though, I just don't need it if the UAV's on the map. It is nice to know if somebody's looking at you though, I will say, because there are people who will look at you from different angles and other things like that. Bird's Eye. I was running this for a bit too back in the day. Your UAV kill streak portable goes to players. UAV scan longer and further. Not worth it, I don't think. I think the UAV around the area is plentiful enough. But if I had to rate these, I would say Resolute. Resolute, Ghost, Combat Scout. You can even, honestly, I think Combat Scout is a little bit higher. I don't really use it. I haven't used it as much. But yeah, it's all personal preference. High Alert's not bad. Too. So I'd say like third, fourth. These are like a tie. It's honestly just personal preference, but I use Resolute. Let me go rank the other ones real quick. Scavenger, no thanks. There's plenty of loot on the ground. There's gonna be so many dead bodies, no needed. Battle Harden, yeah, if you keep getting flashed or stunned or whatever, maybe throw that on. I don't think it's worth it. I personally use sleight of hand. Now some guns they have like quicker reload speeds. I'm just tired of. I was getting tired of just being in a gunfight and I couldn't reload my gun fast enough. So yeah. Focus, not worth it unless you snipe, and even then, I don't even think it's worth it. Strong arm, not worth it. Yeah, you can just throw shit farther, unless you're just like a wizard. Shrapnel, explosive damage. I don't even know what that is. I'm not even gonna get too deep into these because I just know that they're not very valuable. EOD is not bad if you. It's good for explosives. I know they've added a ton of explosives on the map recently. So like I don't even know what they're called, like the little mines and claymores and proximity mines. So there's a lot of explosives. Not bad. Spotter, not worth it. Mechanic, not worth it. If I had to rank these, I would say definitely sleight of hand, Mountaineer. Like I said, Mountaineer got nerfed, or EOD, or Battle Harden. Okay. This is the same slot. Okay, so it looks like double time's in the same category as that. So double time's a must, in my opinion. I think it's a must if you're going to be rocking this. So double time, sleight of hand are mine. I would say you can change out sleight of hand with anything else. So those are the perks. That's what I run. Let's go to tacticals. Personally for me, if you're demon, stims are just... I think health regeneration now in this game is like priority. I think staying alive is probably the priority in this game now. That's just me. So like when you get into a gunfight and you're running away, I can't tell you how many times stim saved me. If you're more of like a support person, can use smoke grenades. My personal preference is a lot of people run smokes. So if you want to leverage yourself, if you like to leverage yourself in the game, I'll use stim. But I'm not kidding you when I have no issue with finding smokes in the game because that's what everybody runs. So it's almost like a leverage. So it's just like you use the stim. Obviously, when it starts getting towards like end game, I can't tell you how many dead bodies. Like let's say you kill a team towards the end, you can literally just pick up the smoke grenades off bodies. I guarantee you, if you wipe a team towards the end of the game, they're gonna have a smoke grenade on, and you can just pick that up. That's just my preference. But if you're not a aware player at all, then you can just rock smokes. Personal preference. Stuns, not needed. Battle rage, not needed. Scatter mines, if you're camping, yeah, sure. Decoys, if you're crazy. Flash grenades, if you want to blind your enemy. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Flash grenades in this game, they'll give you a headache. These two, not worth it. Yeah. So, stim or smokes, I prefer stim. Demon time, you feel me? So let's go to the lethals. Okay. None of these are really viable. I mean, you can rock sticky grenades if you want, sure. Not the best choice. Breacher drones, you can spam them. You can spam them if you get the restock perk on. You can just use that. I think it's not the greatest gameplay, at least not for me. That's not how I play. But if you really want to get cheesy, you can use that. Let's see. Personally, throwing knife. You kill the guy, you throw a throwing knife, dead. Boom. Don't got to worry about him giving up. Don't have to worry about him getting up. Nothing like that. So, another thing is C4. Now, a lot of people have been using C4. I've noticed, and you can spam it. If you have restock on, you can just throw a million C4. A lot of people have been using C4 lately. I don't like the animation where you throw one and then you have to, let's say you have two, it makes you throw the other one before you explode it. I think there's a way that you can actually change that? Yeah, so it says you can double tap square. Sure. That's another viable option. I'm old school. I like the throwing knife. I kill a guy, throwing knife, dead. C4, I'll have to experiment with this a little bit longer, but personally for me, throwing knife, C4. And that's it for the perk packages. Okay.